everyone, welcome back to Becoming TV series, exploring the deep truths and the principles that will enable you to become everything you're ready to be to and have. So, I want to encourage you this time around to walk in your authority. Now, here comes William with another strange phrase, right? Another strange phrase. Now, what on earth do I mean by walking in authority? Well, it's quite simple. And I want to explain it to you by painting this example, right? I like to paint examples. I like to paint with examples because that's what a lot of teachers tend to do. We like using examples. So, for example, you're in the airport, right? You're about to take off or whatever it is. Now you look all around, you see these hundreds of aircrafts and all of that. Have you ever wondered to yourself how these things actually fly? Just pause for a moment. Forget that all you have to do is to get your ticket and get on the plane and take off. But ask yourself this question: how do planes actually fly? These things are, tons and tons. They weigh tons and tons. They can carry so much stuff, human beings and baggage and all of that. But how do they actually fly? How do they take off the ground? Well, they do it because they have been subjected to a principle. Now we know that we stand from gravity, the principle of gravity, that objects cannot remain indefinitely in the air or in space. They must come down after a point, especially after a very short period of time. If you jump from a 10-story building, you would quickly discover the law of gravity, right? Because whatever goes up must come down. But planes are able to sort of overcome that law. Why? Because they have been subjected to another law. And what's that law? What's that principle? It is the principle of aerodynamics. The principle of aerodynamics, in fact, says that when the object hits a certain speed, right, it is able to lift, it's able to take off, it's able to lift off, and that is what essentially powers how things are able to fly. But that's not where I'm going. Where I'm going actually is to ask you to consider how the plane actually flies. We talk about the law of physics or law of aerodynamics. But you know that it takes a lot of things to get that plane in flight. You need to have fuel, aviation fuel. There are hundreds of people on the ground, waiting for it to land, giving all those sorts of directions. There are people in the watchtower. There are people, who are just there. By the time the plane lands, they have to go in there and clean it up. They have to maintain it. It takes millions and millions to maintain aircrafts sustainably. It takes a lot of money, right? And that is why a lot of airlines, have trouble making money, especially if they're not getting a lot of customers, because it's very expensive maintaining an aircraft. Now, I want you to compare the airplane with the bird, the natural bird, right? Because the airplane is also called a bird. But look at the natural bird. What does the bird also do? The bird also flies. So the bird flies and the airplane flies. But guess what? The bird, or rather, the airplane needs maintenance, it needs people, it needs fuel, it needs all manner of things, like 100 different things. But the bird needs nothing. Everything that the bird requires is already provided for it in nature. The twigs that it uses to build the nest is already there in nature, it's already there in the trees, right? The food that it needs to eat is already there in nature, the insects and all of that, right? And it gets its strength from actually flying. Did you know that? Fish get their strength when they are swimming, birds get their strength when they are flying. So what is the difference between the man-made bird, that's the plane, and the God-made bird, which is the natural bird? One of them is walking in their authority, and that is the essence of this particular episode. And what that simply means is that for as long as you're doing something that you were not designed to do, you will forever have a very high maintenance cost to pay. I said that to maintain an airplane costs thousands and thousands of people, manning it, cleaning it, and all of that, fuel and all of that. The bird needs nothing. The bird needs nothing to fly. Why? Because it was designed to fly. Whenever you're doing what you're not designed to do, there's always a very high cost to pay. That cost could be your health, it could be your finance, it could be your life, it could be your relationships. There's always a cost to pay when you're not doing something that you were naturally designed to do. When we're talking about work, this was something that I was trying to paint as well. You have to understand what it is that you were designed to do and work with that. You see, your physiology, the way you're made, your body system is actually made intentionally. So, for example, Dr. Martin Luther King, the very famous civil rights leader of the 20th century in the 1960s, he was assassinated in 1968. Like, if you study him, he was short, he was stout, he had this, short and stout build. He wasn't the most handsome guy in the world, right? He wasn't the tallest by any stretch of the imagination, right? He wasn't the biggest guy, but he had this voice. He had this voice that when he spoke, when he just uttered his mouth, opened his mouth and uttered words, these words just had the power and the force to change people, to inspire people, to lead people. That was his gift. That was his authority, and was able to produce such a big moving sound because of the thickness of his throat, right? Look at a lot of people who have that thick neck, powerful voice. They have this powerful voice, like singers and all of that, because that is how their cords are built. They can produce a big sound. So he was able to do that because his vocal cords were built to produce that sort of sound. If some other speaker who didn't have that tried to imitate Dr. Martin Luther King's voice, so end up being in trouble. I remember when I was trying to be a singer, when I thought I was going to be a professional singer, and I used to copy people like Michael Bolton, this rock singer with this very strong, raspy voice. And I tried to sing like him. I almost developed laryngitis, right? Because I was trying to sing in a manner that didn't suit my voice. My voice is typically suited to things like R&B or pop or whatever. Not Michael Bolton, by any stretch of the imagination, right? So it's that's what I mean by walking in your authority. When you're doing something that you're not designed to do, that your gifts, your natural talents, your natural abilities are not created for, you find yourself in trouble and you impact your life negatively. So in order to walk in your authority, in order to be the best that you can be, you have to find the thing that gives you authority. The thing that gives you authority. Now, there's a difference between power and authority. Power is your raw ability. Your ability, right? So if you're a singer, your ability to produce great sound, great musical sounds, and pleasant notes and all of that, that's your power. That's your power. But there is something that gives your power the environment to function, and that's your authority. So, to give another context, the authority of the fish is the water. Now listen to this very carefully. The authority of the fish is the water. The gift of the fish, the power of the fish, is its ability to swim, right? But guess what? If you take the fish out of water, does it still have the ability to swim? It has the ability embedded, yes, but it can't swim outside of its authority. It has the ability to swim, but once you remove it from its authority, it can't function. The bird has the authority, has the gift of flight. When you pluck the bird out of the air and put it inside water, guess what? It can no longer fly, because you have to remove it from its natural habitat, from its authority, from the place that is designed to give its gift the room to function. And that's the same thing with us. You might have the gift for something. But if you're not in the place, if you're not in the situation, if you're not in the environment that gives your gift to function, it will be useless. And Albert Einstein said it in a very profound manner. He said, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will end up living its whole life believing that it is dumb or that it is stupid, right? Because you're measuring by the wrong metrics. The fish was designed to be in water. That is where its natural genius is. So if you're looking at people thinking that they're stupid, even if you have thought of yourself as stupid, maybe you are not in your authority, right? Everybody is expecting you to become a mathematical genius, but your gift is in words, not in numbers. So you have to understand what your gift is, but more importantly, the authority that your gift is meant to flourish in. That is where you'll get the best of your life. So I come your way next time. This is what I want.